Hi guys, it's me again, Carol with Refunction Crafts, and I am going to be making the cutest darn project you ever saw me make. And it's simple. You may have to give it a couple of tries before you get it, but it's fairly simple once you get it figured out. These little puppy dogs I made with pipe cleaners. Are they not the cutest thing you ever saw, ever? Oh my goodness. They are so darn cute. And I had come across, I was looking for some videos to do some pipe cleaner bugs. And I saw one where they were doing puppy dogs. And boy, I gotta tell you guys, I tried to follow the girls' tutorial. I did not follow it so very well, so I did my own thing, and it worked for me, and I hope it works for you. But there's other videos, if mine seems, off or whatever. There's other videos out there, but you guys are just gonna love this. I'd love to find a way to do some kits for these, and maybe even find out, well, what I can do is just make kits, I suppose, and then refer people to my YouTube tutorial for instructions, because I don't know how easy it would be to write them out. I can try that as well, with maybe some pictures or something. I don't know. But I think it would be so fun to offer little kits for these, because what a cute and wonderful thing to make. And then I will also put the links to the pipe cleaners that I use. This is what I have left of the first package that I bought, and only package that I've bought so far. But I'm going to get some more. I definitely need more white, and I need to get some black. And as you can see, I taught myself how to add a couple of variations of colors so that I could make a spotted dog. And while this one may not be perfect, but that's okay, because no dog's spots are ever perfect, so they come out how they come out. And so do my puppy dogs. So anyway, I just think it's cute. Not as many spots on the other side. I did that purposely. I wanted to make him kind of different. So I'm thinking I might give these two to my one to my granddaughter and my grandson. I'm going to be seeing them hopefully in the next few weeks. So I want to take one out to each of them. So I think they would think those were cute, and if nothing else, they can put them on their shelf in their room and save them for later as they grow up, and it's something they can remember their Mima by. So anyway, so these are the pipe cleaners, and you can see these are super duper fluffy pipe cleaners. I get them on Amazon. And they're not too terribly expensive. You get quite a few in a package, and they do offer them in a lot of colors. The other thing that I want to try making is a kitty cat. So I'm going to order some white and orange, because I'd like to make a little tabby cat, and I'm going to try some different stuff. I just think this is so fun and so soothing, that I think you guys will love it too. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share it, like it, and make a comment. Let me know what you guys think. I have some little charms here that I can use as tags. I have this off of a bracelet that I had, that I cut off, that I can use for a collar, or I can use this as a collar. So, you can find different things. You can just use, this is just a velvet ribbon on this one that I used for her collar. So yeah, and this has a little Made with Love charm and a little ocean wave charm. And then our little boy dog has a Made with Love tag and a little cloud. So yeah, super cute, right? So anyway, we are going to set these two little cuties aside, and we're going to get started. In fact, I think I'm going to put them down behind my little table topper here. Get them out of the way so that I have plenty of space. You're going to need to have scissors. You'll need to have your pliers so that you can put on your dog tag. And I actually should have 2 pairs of pliers here. Let's see if I can grab one of my other pairs here. It doesn't really matter which ones they are. These are kind of old and worn out, but that's okay, they'll work. So I've got my pliers, I've got my scissors. These are my scissors that my friend Melba sent me. Look it, I have 2 new sets. You guys, I told you that I want to start collecting the fancy scissors. So I had my 1 pair, and she got me started with a couple more pairs. So I'm super excited about these. And I thank you, Melba. I know I said it in one of my other videos as well. I don't know which video is coming out first, this one or that one. So I wanted to say thank you. And I also, in the other video, I showed you some of the goodies that she sent me, which are just amazing. I've got so many things I want to do, you guys, and just not enough time to do everything, but I'm going to try and get a few videos done while I've got a couple of days off here. So, yeah, so I will be working on that. The lantern is included in those videos, but I'm trying to do a couple of shorter ones right now. So, anyway, so let's go ahead. We are going to just dive into this one and get started. And I think what we're going to do, let's see, what color do we want? I think I'm going to use this color. You're going to probably need 2 of these. These are like 36 inches long each. You're going to need 2 of these to do 1 doggy. So make sure that, you know, if I wanted to, I've got 1 1.5, I think, left of, well, no, that's, oh, I've got 2 of the dark brown left too. I haven't used these. And so, and then I have 1.5 of this brown, I think. Yeah, I've got, yeah, 1.5 of this brown. Because that's the brown that I used in this little guy, along with some of this. Actually, I think this was a different beige. It was. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 8 of these in a package. And I will, again, put the link up there. I can't remember the exact price, so I'm not going to try and quote you on that. But you'll be able to look at it. And I bought the little noses and the eyeballs, and so I will put links to everything so that you guys have access to all the information you need. Okay, I grabbed my little noses and my eyeballs here. And so you get a nice big bag of the noses in, I think there's 3 different sizes of them in here. I'm not sure, because they all kind of look the same to me. And so I'm kind of confused on that. But I believe some are smaller than others. But anyway, they're working fine for these. So the noses that I got are perfect. These are just the little black eyes. And they're just like little black rhinestones, acrylic rhinestones. So, yeah. So what we're going to do is the first part that we have to do is we're going to take this piece and we're going to measure it about that length to begin with. In fact, I think I'm going to make it a little bit longer. So maybe, let's get our ruler out here. This will be about 8.5 inches, 8 to 8.5 inches. I think 8 is probably good. So do this at 8 and bend it. Okay, so we've got that started. And then this right here, this is where we're sort of going to start the whole process, really. So we're going to take, and we're going to, from this side, we're going to wrap it around our finger loosely twice, like this, so that we've got these two pieces. Okay, you can see where we're going with that. And so you've got those two pieces there. And then we're going to take this piece here, and we're just going to kind of leave it back there. And with our long piece, we're going to pretty much start the process. We want the top piece to kind of come out further than the bottom piece, because this is going to be our chin, this is going to be our nose. So we've got this piece here. We're going to take and we're going to twist these two together a couple of times, like that, and leave the short piece there. And the long piece, we're going to take it and we're going to bring it through the top and out through the middle here, through the mouth. Okay? Or actually, no, we want to bring it all the way through this first time. Just like that. And just pull it through. And we are going to leave a little loop, and this loop is going to be an ear. And I think we're going to make this little puppy dog with a little bit longer ears this time. So I've got my finger in there, and it's very loose around my finger. You can see I can move my finger around a little bit. And I'm going to twist that ear just like that. And this piece we're going to roll to the back. So that's going to be one ear. I'm going to roll this to the back, and we're going to pull it through. And honestly, I'm going to go through both channels again. Or actually, I probably shouldn't do that because it's a little bit smaller in the second one. So we're going to go through between these two, the chin and the nose portion here. And we're going to pull this through and leave it about the same as the other one was. Get this stuff out of the way. And actually, I should probably just move these into this little lid here so that they don't fall all over the place. And I'll put those back there too. And we don't need those yet. So I don't want to have a whole bunch of stuff right up here. I just want you guys to be able to see kind of what I'm doing and how it's going to work. So this is a little bit bigger because we still have to twist it. So we're going to twist it like that, a couple of twists. Okay, so we've got our little ears. And we've got, just making sure everything's in line back there. We've got our chin and we've got our nose. And this little piece should be staying back here. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this long piece and we're going to put it around this ear and through the nose and in between the nose and the mouth. Okay? Just like that. And this way we're giving some fluff towards the back. And then we're going to take it and we're going to wrap it to the back again, and we're going to do the same thing around the other side here. And as you're doing this more and more, it's going to get a little bit tighter, but that's okay. We're almost done working with the face here, so it's all right. I'm going back behind the mouth here, back behind the mouth over here, and I've got a little bit of fluff in the back. So we have our nose and our mouth, and we have our ears. And I'm just going to kind of put the ears to the side a little bit here. And I really want a little bit more fluff. So I'm going to take and I'm going to wrap around underneath the chin, and I'm going to wrap it fairly tightly around the this other little piece that's sticking out here. And you just kind of play with it as you go. You're going to have a space here where the eyes are going to go and the nose is going to go and all that good stuff. And I know it doesn't look like much right now, but a fluffy little mess, but I'm sure you guys can kind of see it's starting to take form a little bit. And I really want to put another little bit coming back behind the head here. This is going to be kind of a fluffier dog. I'm not going to make this one as tight of a haircut as the first two. So, okay, so now we've got this, and we're going to take and we're going to start wrapping it. Oh, haha, I almost forgot to make legs. Whoopsies, that would have been terrible. Okay, right here is where we're going to work on the front legs. So what we want to do, and also on this one, I'm going to make the legs a little bit longer too than I made them on the other two little dogs. This is going to be a little bit bigger dog. And we're going to make this leg. So we've got two legs right there. Okay. So you guys can see this is kind of really starting to take shape here. And you just kind of play around with it as you're going. And this, just so that you guys know, I'm going to twist these legs here a little bit too. Well, this leg isn't as long. Let's hold on there. I want to make sure it's the same length. These legs, you're going to be twisting like this. Okay? And now we're going to twist this one. Okay. And then I'm going to twist this little piece right here just around the body a little bit. Now we're going to grab our other piece. And with this one, we're going to start wrapping the body. So what I think I want to do, some of them use glue, some of them don't in some of these videos. So I think that's kind of up to you and what you feel comfortable with doing. You can take this piece here and just add it right on to the other one. And sort of twist it around. I want to twist it with the wire. Hold on. So what I started to say, at the ends of these, it's actually folded over and doubled at the tips. Don't unravel those. leave the tips folded over, because otherwise it will start to unravel, and you don't want that. Definitely don't want it to get unraveled. So I just twisted that around one of those wires, and I'm going to start wrapping this little baby's body here. And I really need to make it a little bit longer. So I'm going to wrap it right there, and I'm going to take it and add a little bit more to this body. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to, just like I did on the face, I'm going to put it through this loop right here, just like that, so that I'm making myself a little bit longer space right here for the body. I just want it to be just a little bit longer than the other one. Not much. I really don't need, but you know, just a little bit there. And just wrap it, wrap it. And don't worry about it. It's going to feel a little bit lumpy and bumpy, and that's okay. That's normal. That doesn't matter. Okay, so this part right here, I think the body really just needs to be, you know, kind of short. It doesn't need to be super long. We don't want it to look like a little dachshund or anything. We just want it to be a decent sized little body there that kind of matches with, you know, the puppy dog itself. So here, this piece here is going to be part of your tail. It's going to have a short fluffy tail. So right now what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to wrap one more time around the body just to get that extra fluff. And hopefully it won't be too much. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to make my back legs. I'm going to decide how long it needs to be. And of course, right now it's going to look a little longer. And then when we twist it, it'll kind of shorten up a little bit. So just remember that. Your legs are going to shorten up as you twist them. Okay. So now I'm going to take it and I'm going to wrap it around one more time and bring that over to that side. And I'm going to make another leg on the other side. And you can see I'm just kind of holding everything together as I'm doing this. So I want it to stay together. Okay, so that's basically, let's see, what is that? I've got like a lump in the middle here. Oh, that's where we put it together. Okay, that's okay. That goes inside there. All right. Just want to make sure I keep this all together here. We're going to wrap some more of this around the body too, just so that it all stays together. So you can see we've got two legs in the back. Let me finish twisting this one up here. You just kind of shove everything together a little bit as you're doing this. And now I'm going to wrap kind of tightly around the body here, because that's how it's really going to kind of stay together. And then I want to bring it up and around to kind of make, I want to see how I can make the chest kind of fluffier. You know, I want a fluffy chest. Okay. And as you're pulling on things, it's going to feel like it's pulling apart. You just kind of squish it all back together. And here's the thing. Here's what I did. When I got mine to this point, and I knew kind of I had what I wanted as far as, you know, length of the body and all of that. So you can see you've got the makings of a little puppy dog here. Super cute, right? And I'm going to squish the head down a little bit. We don't want a big long neck. We just want a little bit of a neck. We've got a nice fluffy chest here. And again, we're going to make this a little bit fluffier than some of the other two that I made. I've only made those two so far. Okay, so we've got, using 2 pipe cleaners, we've got our puppy pretty much together. And this is where you might find, like here, I've got this little piece of wire here. I'm going to wrap it right around there, and I'm going to stick it to the inside. And here's what I did. I took it and I pulled it apart a little bit in the middle here. We're going to take our glue gun, get in there, and try not to get a bunch of glue on this outside fur, but put a decent amount of glue in there. And press it together. And that way it's going to stay together. Now here I have a little bit of glue oozing out here. Try not to worry too much about that. I can cut that out as I'm cutting the puppy's hair. I'm going to get in here a little bit further back. Put a little more glue right in there. And press it. And you can do the same under the belly. And press it together. And I just feel like this is a way to kind of ensure that everything stays together. And you can, if you feel like you got a leg that seems to be a little bit longer than the other leg, don't worry about that. You can adjust, you can adjust everything. Everything is adjustable. I feel like I want to put a little bit of glue right here in the neck. Try not to get too many, you know, glue strings if you don't have to. But again, we can cut those glue strings out, so no panicking in this process. This is so easy, you guys. So fun and so just the cutest darn thing ever. I mean, just the cutest darn things. I am so excited about these, you guys. Can you tell? And I'm going to twist on those ears one more time. And okay, so here we have all of the basics for our puppy dog. And later, if you feel like you need to add a little glue somewhere, you can do it. And there's our little back legs. Now, the cutting part is probably the hardest part, the cutting of the hair. Now, I say I want to keep this fluffy. Now, we all know that sometimes when we're making stuff like this, we want it to be a certain way, and as we get to cutting or whatever, you just find that you couldn't do it the way you initially wanted to. And sometimes that's just what happens. But we're going to try and make it a little bit fluffier puppy. So if I don't start going crazy and cutting too much in certain places, I should be able to do that. So First place we're going to do is the face, and we're going to kind of shape it so that we know, you know, where the mouth is. And you just take your scissors and you're going to go inside the mouth, and you're just going to start cutting that hair out of the mouth. And as you start cutting, you'll see it'll start taking shape. And you can get like some pink pipe cleaners, and I actually have some pink ones that are the thin pipe cleaners. You can use those. You can add those to this too. And you could add a tongue if you want to, or a little pink nose if you want to make a bunny. You guys, this process applies to little bunny rabbits, or shoot, you could make anything. Just use your imagination. What kind of animal do you want to make, and make it. Teddy bears, bunny rabbits, doggies, kitty cats, you name it, you can make it. And I've seen all of those. Okay, so we've kind of got the mouth sort of in place.
Okay, see that?
And then we're going to take, just cutting some of this hair around the mouth here a little bit. We're going to take this back here is about where we want our little eyeballs. So I'm going to push the fur back a little bit there. Push some of it forward. Kind of try and make a mark there where I want the eyeballs to go, and we're going to cut some of the hair right out of that section. And it's hard to see what you're doing at first, you know, when you first start doing the process, but as you get in there, you kind of start to see your holes form. And you can see kind of where everything's going to go. And if I can manage to keep this less trimmed and make it a little fluffier dog, this shouldn't take too terribly long to trim. I am no dog groomer, so I used to cut my Chloe's hair, and the little white one looks like my little Chloe that I used to have. And I'll put a picture of Chloe at the back end so you can see. I think it turned out quite a bit like my Chloe. So I was very excited about how it turned out when I was done. Sometimes I had Chloe real fluffy, and sometimes I would cut her hair shorter, or I'd make her, you know, have the long hair on her legs. So I would do her haircuts different. I didn't do it the same all the time because I like change sometimes. So I would just change it up. Right now I'm just sort of defining the chin. And I want to define the neck a little bit. And these scissors are great for this because they're just the right size for me to hold on to and be able to kind of get in there without having big, huge scissors or scissors that are too small to work with to cut the hair. And I'm going to stop talking right now because I will probably fast forward through a good section of this portion of the video. So I'm going to be quiet now. And you can get like some pink pipe cleaners, and I actually have some pink ones that are the thin pipe cleaners. You can use those. You can add those to this too, and you can add a tongue if you want to, or a little pink nose if you want to make a bunny. You guys, this process applies to little bunny rabbits, or shoot, you can make anything, anything. Just use your imagination. What kind of animal do you want to make, and make it. Teddy bears, bunny rabbits, doggies, kitty cats, you name it, you can make it. And I've seen all of those. Okay, so we kind of got the mouth sort of in place.
Okay, see that?
And then we're going to take, just cutting some of this hair around the mouth here a little bit. We're going to take this back here is about where we want our little eyeballs. So I'm going to push the fur back a little bit there, push some of it forward, kind of try and make a mark there where I want the eyeballs to go, and we're going to cut some of the hair right out of that section. And it's hard to see what you're doing at first, you know, when you first start doing the process, but as you get in there, you kind of start to see your whole form, and you can see kind of where everything's going to go. And if I can manage to keep this less trimmed and make it a little fluffier dog, this shouldn't take too terribly long to trim. I am no dog groomer, so I used to cut my Chloe's hair, and the little white one looks like my little Chloe that I used to have. And I'll put a picture of Chloe at the back end so you can see. I think it turned out quite a bit like my Chloe. So I was very excited about how it turned out when I was done. Sometimes I had Chloe real fluffy, and sometimes I would cut her hair shorter, or I'd make her, you know, have the long hair on her legs. So I would do her haircuts different. I didn't do it the same all the time because I like change sometimes. So I would just change it up. Right now I'm just sort of defining the chin. And I want to define the neck a little bit. And these scissors are great for this because they're just the right size for me to hold on to and be able to kind of get in there without having big, huge scissors or scissors that are too small to work with to cut the hair. And I'm going to stop talking right now because I will probably fast forward through a good section of this portion of the video. So I'm going to be quiet now.
remember that the neck, you want to be able to put the little collar on there too. So you're going to need a little bit of space here at the neck. That's why I'm kind of cutting it in further. And you want to define the neck as well. Parts of this is about defining certain areas of the dog so you can tell what it is. And so some areas have to be cut a little more defined than others. So I like to cut in at the neck so that you can tell kind of where that starts. And again, you can see she's still pretty scruffy. And we're doing a little scruffy dog. Now, that's not to say that after the video I won't go back and I won't trim a little more on her and play with her a little bit just to do, something different. I may change it up. Who knows? But for the purposes of the video, we're going to make a little scruffy dog. And that's kind of what I've been wanting to do. So that's what we're doing today. A little scruffy. And I think it's going to be adorable. And then we're going to define the ears. So we want to take and find kind of where the base of our ears is. And we're going to cut around there the same way we did sort of with the neck. And get some of that fluff off of there so that you can kind of tell where the ears start. And I'm just getting in real close there. And some of them, in certain parts of their animals, they would use a torch. I'm trying to remember what they were using the torch on, what parts of it. I have not done that, and I don't think I will, just because I don't want to ruin it. It's a lot of hard work, that you put into it. You want to make it just so. And if you just make one mistake with that torch, it will melt this fur in seconds flat. So just be careful if you decide to use a torch. And you'll have to watch some of the other videos to see. I can't even remember, honestly, what they used it for. And I'm just kind of flattening the inside portion of the ear out a little bit. Right in here. And then finish defining all the way around the ear. You could do like a little koala bear. Wouldn't that be cute? I'll be playing around with these a bit and making some different creatures. I want to do some ladybugs and bumblebees and stuff like that. And like I said, that was where I started to go with this because a friend of mine gave me some pipe cleaners, and I haven't even gotten to those yet. I saw this video on the doggies, and I just couldn't stand it. I had to do some. So I went ahead and I bought the fluffy pipe cleaners so I could do it. Okay, so that's a bit of a fluffy ear there. There we go. And now to get this one, and I will be quiet.
Okay, so I think this is about as far as we're going to go for now. And I will probably cut on her a little bit more after the video, you guys. So the pictures will be a little more fine-tuned. But I don't want to keep you guys sitting here watching me clip and clip and clip and clip, because you can clip on these for quite some time before you get them exactly the way you want them to look. But what you want to do is you want to take, look at all that hair we clipped off of that little baby. So I'm going to take that and put that in the trash. Okay. And I really did actually cut off a little bit more than I had planned on, but that's kind of how it goes. You just keep cutting and cutting, and you see where you want to cut some more, and you cut some more, and then you cut some more somewhere else, and it just turns out that you end up cutting more than you think you're going to cut off. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. It just turns out how you end up wanting it to be when you're done. You know, you just never know what it's going to turn out to look like when everything's said and done. But I think what we're going to do now is we're going to go through and we're going to put on the eyes and the nose and the collar. And you can see how adorable she is already. She's just adorable. Okay. And you'll make your little adjustments and things, and you know, you'll get it right where you want it. Okay. And here is the point where if you wanted to add like some spots or whatever, you would add your extra colors in to make your spots. Is after you've got this whole thing kind of together, then you figure out, okay, where do I want the spots to be, and this is where you would add those extra little pieces of another color of pipe cleaner to create your spots. So, okay, so for right now, this is where we're going to keep it. Okay, and then we're going to take and find where the opening is here. We're going to add a couple of eyeballs here. So let's get 2 of those. And I'm using the biggest ones. And there are 3 sizes of eyeballs here. And we'll get a nose out. Right there. And so what we're going to do, I feel like got an extra piece of hair in there. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and put a dot of glue there, and we're going to dot an eyeball down right there. I should be using my rhinestone picker to do this. So we've got one eye, and the other one we want right there. So let me get that in there. Okay. So you can see those look in pretty good position. Just like that. And I feel like these hairs are just a little bit long right here. I'm going to make a little bit of a space for the nose right here. I feel like I have little fuzzes going up my nose from this. And then the nose is going to go right in through here. And you know you've got that little hole right there. So you want to make sure that it goes with the little pointy part down like that. I'm just making sure I've got it in the right spot here before I glue it in. And that is where I want it to be. Okay, so now I'm just going to put a decent amount of glue, but not way too much, right there, and I'm just going to pop that nose right through there, just like that. And here's when you'll clean up the face a little bit more to kind of match where your nose is and how you want the hair to be around the nose and all that good stuff. And my feeling is that once you've been doing this and you've made a few of them and you kind of get better and better, it's one of those things that the more you do them, the better you get. And so you can come up with new little styles and haircuts and all that good stuff as you go. So we need to make that little mouth visible. Cut some more of these hairs out of here. And I will be doing probably a lot more trimming on this dog. I can tell you that right now. I'm positive I will do quite a bit more, just light trimming, but trimming and trimming and trimming until I get it exactly the way that I want it to be. And I will comb through it a little bit as well, just so that I can you know, get all the like the longish hairs to show up and get those cut out. I have a little bow here that I made. So we'll put that little bow right in her hair, right by her ear here. We're only going to put one bow right there. Super cute. And I'm going to put a little flower on that bow, I think. I'm going to look at it and see if I want the flower there. I don't know. I kind of like it without the flower. I think I'm going to leave the flower off. And then we're going to take our little tag here. We've got this one. Let's see. Oh, I have a little heart made with love tag. We'll use that one. And I have one jump ring here that I pulled out. So we'll just use this. And oh, my toes are burning right now, you guys. Oh my word. All of a sudden, oh, this is not good. This is pain, like, oh my goodness, pain. Okay, so we're gonna take this collar, and we're using the little rhinestone collar. And I need to cut that right about there. And we need to poke a hole in this right about the center here. Of course, I've got a bunch of stuff stuck all over my stick here. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to put a hole right about here. In our piece of leather, and then we'll take this little tag and pop that through. Let's see if I can get, well, did I go through? I don't think I got through with my thing here. I thought I felt it come through, but I guess it didn't. Barely. Okay, let's try this again. Come on, little jump ring. Boy, it is just not wanting to pass through there. Okay, feels like maybe it's come through. Yes, it has. Okay, so I'll grab my other pliers here. We'll close this jump ring. Just like that. And there we go. We have our little dog tag. So next we're just gonna put a little bit of glue right here. And I'm gonna put glue sort of around the collar because I want it to stay on there real well. And we're gonna wrap it around her neck. And then, oh, no, no, no. Okay, well, that's okay. It's still on there, so we're going to finish gluing the collar on, and then we'll go back to get that tag back on there. And press it around her neck, just like that. And I have a little bit of glue in her hair. That's okay. I will get that out of there. I'll cut it out. I had to do that on the other little brown one because I had some glue sort of popping out of her collar too. It's alright, just a little bit. but I will let it dry. I'm not going to touch it now. I'm going to let it dry and then I'll cut it out. Okay, so now let's get our tag back on there. I just didn't get the jump ring closed all the way, that's all. So there we go, we've got it there. It's these pliers. These pliers here are not good. Let's use these. They're not real pliers either, but they will hold this a little better than those did. There we go. That time we got it closed. All right. So, our little puppy is so darn cute. I feel like I need to put some glue under this nose because it's not stuck down real well on top. There we go. It's stuck on the inside, but it didn't stick on the top very well, so we want to make sure that that's stuck on there. And I'm really hoping it's not too super late right now. I have no idea what time it is. I'm hoping it's not later than 1 a.m. Keeping fingers crossed. Because as it stands, I'm definitely not going to be able to get my either of my videos uploaded for tomorrow morning, so that's going to be out for tomorrow unless I'm able to get it done first thing in the morning and put it up a little later in the day tomorrow. I usually don't like to do that because I feel like I lose views when I put it up late in the day. But I may have to do that because I really did need to get 2 videos up this weekend. Otherwise I don't get paid much if I don't get at least 2 videos a week. Boy, is it rough out there. They're not paying as much as they were last year. It's odd. I'm not sure why, but yeah, the money isn't as great as it was last year, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on there. I'll get it figured out though, you guys, and I'll get it moving in the right direction. YouTube has made some changes and things, and they want us to do some other things, and I've just got to do those tasks, and I'm sure I will do better. Just need to get those tasks done, so hopefully while I've got some days off, I can take care of those things and start earning a little bit better, or at least have a better earnings potential. Okay guys, that's it. I'm not gonna fool with it anymore. This is our little puppy dog. Look how cute. Too super cute. I'm just trying to adjust the legs, get them evened out, make sure they're the same length and all that good stuff, because sometimes you just have to play with it a little bit to get the stuff adjusted so that everything matches. And I think we've got it. So there's our little fluffy puppy. Super cute. adorable, actually. And here's our little Chloe puppy. And here's Spot. So we've got 3 of them now. Super duper cute puppy dogs. And thanks for watching this video, you guys. Please, please, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and a comment. And I got these twisted. Give it a comment and and share the video if you can. Maybe you know some people who would be interested in also watching and learning how to make them, or at least, you know, the entertainment value of just kind of seeing how to make them would be fun for them. So I appreciate all of your help, you guys. I need all I can get to get this channel growing some more, and yeah, we'll have it there. We're gonna get there. I know we are. I just have to be patient, and you know, it'll come in time. So that's it, you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. God bless each and every one of you. I love you all. Stay tuned for the next video and have a blessed day. God bless, and stay tuned for pictures on the back end. Bye-bye.